We Real Reels.
What's up, guys, and welcome to We Real Reels, the monthly podcast where we review old movies to find out if they are as good as we remember, or if they feel shot up. I'm your host, Panda Brandon, and with me is my half-brother, the Grizzly Zane.
Hey, guys.
And the beautiful Koala Sam.
Hello.
This podcast does contain spoilers, and we'll be discussing the movie at length. This is a mature content podcast, so be prepared for harsh language and awkward situations. All sound clips, music, and trailers are only used for review purposes and belong to their respective owners. If you'd like to suggest a movie for us to review or for movie 20 questions that we play at the end of every episode, just email us at werealreels@gmail.com or messengers on Instagram at werealreels. This month's hypothetical question.
It's a good one.
It's called The Missing Ingredient. Instead of hiding out alone, Mr. Smith, baby in tow, runs into CJ, Kenneth, Michael, Anna, and Terry just as they are fortifying the Crossroads Mall. The survivors are terrified, desperate, and struggling to cope with the fact that the dead are sprinting at them like Olympic athletes. Then they watch Smith casually step into a food court, drop a dozen running zombies with consecutive, flawless headshots using only a standard pistol. Take a bite of a carrot and ask if anyone has any infant formula. Suddenly, the survivors realize they aren't just protecting a mall. They have access to a walking, talking weapon of mass destruction who can manipulate firearms like a magician. The question is, with Mr. Smith acting as their tactical commander, how much better prepared would the Dawn of the Dead survivors be to completely secure the mall permanently, or use his absurd, logic-defying shooting skills to execute a flawless escape plan without a single human casualty?
Well, I don't know if Mr. Smith would even care about helping them, but if he ends up staying, I think everybody would survive. Because, I mean, he never got hurt but once, so I have a feeling like no zombie's ever going to be able to touch him. And he's able to make a clip last a lot longer than it should. So
Yeah.
I think he'll be good if he stays.
Then he can use his powerful carrots to kill people.
Oh my gosh.
To stab them. So yeah.
Yeah, he did that twice. Twice.
I think he could, if they would easily have a plan to go get Mr. Andy and then have plenty of ammo for this dude. Oh yeah. He could probably save the whole town.
Yeah.
Just take everybody out.
Yeah, just have him run out there. Oh, that'd be great. Well,
There's the movie, bro.
I know, it's so...
that's the end of that. Let's go ahead and get into what we've been up to.
Hey, watch it, pal. What have you been doing? What are you gonna do, huh?
All right, Koala, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and go first. What I did last month, I fully set up my car for Scarlett to arrive, fully set up our bedroom. I got a whole bunch of postpartum meals set up. Just at this point, I'm just ready for her to arrive. The doctor's appointments are going really good. I'm already 1 centimeter dilated and progressed. The doctor today said that she's still pretty sure that I will make it to my next week's appointment. So far, I'm still pregnant and so ready for her to come. Working out has been a no-go with all the extra stuff doing to get everything set up. So that's pretty much my workout. Our cub did graduate pre-K. They definitely had a super cute, great ceremony. They did put a whole bunch of work in to make it a very special ceremony. I am a little bit salty because we were told, everybody was told, all parents, that only 2 people per child were able to go. So it was going to be Panda and I to go. So I didn't tell his granny about it, and she really wanted to go, and we're like, well, there's only 2 people, it's we're going to follow the rules. Man, we get in there, and there's a whole bunch of kids sitting in the seat, older kids. These people brought 3 to 5 people per 1 child, so there's hardly any seats, and I'm like, I could have invited his granny. She would have loved to come. So I'm a little bit salty about that. But beyond that, it was a great setup and it was super sweet and special. What I will do next month is have the baby girl. The beginning of June, we do have Grizzly's family night / birthday get together. We got Father's Day. We got our 9-year anniversary, niece and nephew's birthday party, graduation. But of course, it's just based on if I can go to any of those, based on whenever Scarlett decides to come. So just at this point, I'm just going with the flow, getting everything as done as possible and just taking day by day. It's very uncomfortable. It's very hot and I'm ready to have this child. So yeah.
Nice indeed. Grizz?
All right. So after a long time, me and my wife finally got our passports.
Hey.
Yeah. So we already, you know, when you get your passport, you're like, where we going to go? What's the first place we're going to go? So we already had that conversation. So we're thinking about Japan or Italy. But that'll be next year if we can. I told her we have to save up a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive.
Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and put them to use if we can. The next thing is Kratos is not a virgin anymore.
Oh.
Yep, we got this person down the street, signed a contract, and we're gonna have some Doberman puppies coming sometime soon.
Interesting.
Yeah, a comment on the female dog. I was gonna say the other word. Having a baby, and they sell the first one. We're gonna get that money, about $1,200.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, so hopefully.
Are you gonna keep doing it, or is this
If
like
he
a one-time
allows
thing?
us to, I'm down for it.
Okay.
Yeah, but now, from what I've heard, my wife is saying that he's walking around like he's King Tut around the house now. So I guess he's just gloating to the other dogs that they have had. Y'all know I'm going on this vacation, and it's, vacations are pretty stressful, but it makes it even more stressful when you have somebody older that don't know how to navigate technology.
Uh-oh.
So I'm having a problem with my mother because she don't want to download the app for the thing that she's looking for. She wants me to do it while I'm on the road. No. I can't sit here and be on the phone with American Airlines or it was Spirit before they went out of business. When Spirit's out of business. And then Southwest. And she's, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Mom, I'm driving. I can't do that. You want me to wreck this thing? I got 80,000 pounds on me. Come on. But, we got to figure it out. Luckily, I have a sister that's going, and she's good with technology. So, there you go. And then the last thing is I'm prepping to buy this grill for my birthday. It's the only thing I want.
A big old grill.
It's not going to be a big old grill. It's going to be a nice grill. It's the one that... It's called a Traeger Woodridge. But it has like super smoke mode. It has the little probes, little wireless probes. You can Bluetooth it and it can sync to your phone. Yeah, you can hook it up to Wi-Fi, everything. You can send your messages. Yeah, I'm getting this thing. But
how much is that?
about $1,200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was going to be way more than that, especially with Bluetooth capability.
Yeah. But I'm definitely going to put this to use. I use my smoker every week. Whenever I come home, I smoke something, grill something. I'm pretty much eating grill food every day in this truck. Yeah. So, I try to food prep, smoke everything. I'm good.
Make sure you lock this motherfucker down. Don't have somebody come out and steal off your back porch.
Okay? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Put a security camera out there.
Yeah, I need that. But what I'm going to do is... my favorite holiday is 4th of July, so that's coming up. Mm-hmm. I already got my outfit. I got everything I need. I just need me and Panda here to go on the website and get the fireworks, and I'm pumped up and I'm ready, dog. And I also, is it bad? So I'm going on this cruise. Is it bad that I want to go to Miami more than I want to go on this cruise?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say it's bad. It'd be another adventure. But you're only going to be there for a day though, right? 3
days. For my birthday, I'm going to be there 3 days before the cruise.
Oh, okay.
So I'm more excited about Miami. Maybe because of Rick Ross. Oh.
Ridiculous.
Because that's where I'm going. Port of Miami. Mm-hmm. And go over there and see those big booty Latinas.
They will be there.
Also, I forgot to say this last time. Me and my wife's anniversary was last month. And we was going through the Georgia Aquarium. And we was walking around seeing all these people. And we seen a little person. Okay. And this little person was Latina. She had a pretty face. But then my wife looked at me and she's like, "Hey, there's your big booty Latina." I said, "For real? Can I have it?" She's like, no, I don't want to make. Yeah, I know. I don't want to offend nobody. But it was just like a little running joke that my wife have. But yeah, that's it. Trying to put these passports to good use and look for other countries to visit and get ready for my birthday and 4th of July.
Well, you'll be able to take your passports to the flight, Miami, and also the cruise.
Yeah.
You can bring all that. So
I'm talking about like Japan or I want to go somewhere. See something other than the U.S.
That's for true.
Yeah,
that's for true. Me, something simple is just we went to Grayson's pre-K graduation, and oh man, I look back at the graduation and honestly, I still get emotional. Just thinking about it. See him there in his little cap and gown. It's just like a moment you'll never forget. Because I was blinking back tears the whole damn time. It's a bittersweet feeling, and I don't know. No one lets you know that as everybody's talking about, it's so hard being a parent. They say it's like the kids getting on your nerves and shit, but it's harder watching them grow up. But the thought of Grayson getting over fills me with overwhelming sense of pride. Watching him learn, grow, and conquer new challenges this past year has been an absolute joy. Oh, God, I get emotional now. He showed us how smart, kind, and incredibly brave he is. And he was ready to take on this next big step. But, if I'm being completely honest, that pride also comes with a little bit of sadness. Every milestone passed means he's a little less of a baby and a little more of his own independent person. God dang it. Where is it coming from?
Why does it upset you that these emotions are coming out, man?
Time is moving much faster than I ever thought it could, and part of me just wants to hit the pause and hold on these little moments just a little bit longer. But seeing how beautifully he handled his graduation reminds me that growing up isn't a wonderful adventure, even if it breaks my heart just a little bit. He even did he led the whole prayer in front of everybody, dude. He was like, "Thank God for our friends and our family. Thank God for this food. Amen." And I was like, we getting food? There was no food, but it was an awesome moment. And Grayson, I'm so proud of you, proud of the boy you were and the boy you are today, and the amazing person you are becoming. No matter how big you get, you'll always be my little superhero, and I'll always be here cheering you on. So, now that's fucking over with. Next month, we'll be getting ready for Scarlet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting ready for her. So that is something cool. We get to do the whole baby thing over at least one more time, and then
yeah, it's just one more time. I ain't doing no pregnancy again.
But yeah, on the 4th of July, I'm gonna light the fucking sky up. It's gonna be an amazing moment. I can't wait for that. And that's it.
So I always heard that if you have a baby girl, she's gonna take on traits and attitudes of the dad. So
I mean, Gray already has traits and attitudes. We'll have another child.
Won't you tell us a little bit about something in Grizzly's Anime in Arms?
It's over 9,000.
if you haven't heard of this, this is called the Fable.
The Fable.
The Fable. Now, go with me on a trip, if you will. Imagine John Wick was forced to take a gap year and not kill.
Oh.
But then all this stuff starts happening to make him really want to kill. But he can't do it.
Like that was the first movie. He was taking a break.
So the plot is a killer on vacation. At its core, the Fable follows an elite legendary assassin known as Fable. He can kill anyone in under 6 seconds. He's a ghost. But the boss he's working for doesn't want him to work as much. Wants him to take on the hardest assignment of his life. Being a normal civilian, living 1 year with no killing and no contracting. If he kills anyone, his boss is going to kill him. Which I don't know how.
I'm about to say, well, couldn't he easily kill his boss?
I think he has some type of emotional relationship with this. Like a father figure type of thing. I don't know. So he takes on the alias Akira Sato. He moves into a safe house where Yakuza clans try to help him live as a normal person. So this anime is pretty damn funny, bro, because this dude, only thing he knows how to do is kill, but he doesn't know how to do regular human normal stuff. And so the comedy in this is just deadpan, like, are you serious? And it's so awkward that it's so funny, bro. He has zero social skills. He even eats watermelons with the rind on. Don't know why. That's what he thought. That's the best thing to do. His favorite thing in the world is a painfully unfunny D-list comedian named Jackal. Akira literally burst into tears laughing at a joke everyone just stares into nothingness at. Because he's an elite survivalist, he randomly decides to sleep on the floor without a shirt because the bed is too soft for his instincts. Watching a man who could dismantle a criminal empire with a butter knife struggle to fit in normal design agency job is comedy gold. Now the animation's pretty cool. The animation is a mix between Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it's pretty damn good, especially when the action gets going. But like I said, you gotta pay attention to the funny moments, the awkward moments in this show. So when the action does hit, the animation shifts from like regular, like Attack on Titan stuff to flashy, strobe lights and all this other stuff with no shouted attack names, which I hate about that in fucking anime.
Hey, I love that, man.
No magical power-ups, just tactical martial arts and gunplay. The contrast between his mundane life and sudden precision and action is mind-blowing in this show. So this is one people need to check out, called The Fable.
The Fable.
Pretty good.
It sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like those name the attacks though, man.
I would like the backstory of why he can't kill the boss.
Yeah, watch
That
it
would
and
be
find
my
out.
question.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit later, but right now we're gonna get into Panda Tales.
Sit back and prepare yourself for Panda Tales.
When do we start doing that?
I don't know, but I noticed Sam didn't enjoy the music. All right, crew.
is trying to
it's
stay
time
comfortable.
for another edition of Panda Tales, where we look at the real life stories behind the movies we love, or in today's case, the movies that completely melt our brains. We're talking about Shoot 'em Up from 2007. This movie is pure, unadulterated live-action cartoon violence. Clive Owen plays a guy named Smith who literally kills a mercenary with a carrot, delivers a baby in the middle of a massive shootout, and cuts the umbilical cord with a gunshot. It's glorious garbage. But if you strip away the flying lead, the body count, and Paul Giamatti chewing the scenery as the villain, the actual plot driving the movie is incredibly dark. The whole reason everyone is trying to kill this newborn baby is because he was bred to be a medical organ farm. A corrupt, dying senator is running a secret baby manufacturing facility to breed infants that are a perfect genetic match so he can harvest their bone marrow and cure his own terminal illness. Now, you think that that's just a paranoid, back-alley sci-fi nightmare cooked up for a stylized action flick. But here's the twist. Breeding a baby specifically to harvest its genetic material to save someone else's life is 100% real. In modern medicine, they aren't called crop babies like in the movie. They are called savior siblings. And the science behind it is actually a medical miracle, even if it sounds like science fiction. Here's how it actually works in the real world. Say a family has a young child suffering from a fatal blood disease like leukemia or severe anemia, and they desperately need a bone marrow transplant. Finding a matched donor on a public registry can take years, and sometimes it's impossible. So doctors use IVF, in vitro fertilization, to create embryos for the parents. But before implantation, they use a process called PGD, that's pre-implementation genetic diagnosis. They screen the embryos in a lab to find one that is a perfect human leukocyte antigen. Y'all look that up. Or HLA tissue match for the sick child. Once they find the match, that specific embryo is implanted. The baby is carried to term, and when it's born, the magic happens. Right at birth, doctors harvest stem cells from the umbilical cord blood. It doesn't hurt the newborn at all. Normally, that cord just gets thrown into medical waste bin anyway. Those cord cells are then transplanted into the sick older sibling to cure them. The very successful case happened back in 2000 with a baby boy named Adam Nash, who was born to save his sister Molly from a fatal bone marrow disease. It worked perfectly, and Molly is alive today because of her little brother. So how does Shoot 'em Up take the medical miracle and distort it for action cinema? Let's break down the Hollywood glow-up versus reality. First, the motivation. In real life, save your siblings are a product of ultimate parental love, a desperate, deeply emotional choice made by families trying to save their kid. In Shoot 'em Up, it's twisted into ultimate political greed. Senator Rutledge is breeding these babies to save himself, turning a selfless act of family survival into a selfish multi-million-dollar corporate conspiracy. Second, the scale. Real-life saver babies are rare, tightly regulated, and handled in top-tier medical facilities under massive ethical scrutiny. The movie turns it into an industrial-scale illegal baby farm protected by heavily armed mercenaries. And third, the harvest. Real doctors use cord blood, which is completely harmless to the baby. The movie implies a much more sinister invasion bone marrow harvesting process that endangers the newborn, which is why Clive Owens has to go full John Wick to protect the kids. It goes to show that even in a movie where a guy shoots people while skydiving out of an airplane without a parachute, Hollywood is still pulling its ideas from real-world headlines. Savior babies are real. They just usually involve sterile hospitals and loving parents instead of Clive Owen, a trench coat, and a pocket full of weaponized carrots. That wraps it up for this week's Panda Tales. What do you guys think? Is the real science just as wild as the movie? Or did Shoot 'em Up ruin a perfectly good medical miracle? Let me know in the comments, and let's get back to the rest of this review. But before we do, we always like to enjoy our movie review with a nice adult beverage. They say true American character is forged in the wild. For generations, the Buckhorn name has stood for that rugged nonsense frontier spirit. And out there, we don't do complicated. We don't do delicate. We do real. Introducing Buckhorn Peach. We took our time-honored, bold American whiskey backbone and hit it with the smash of juicy, sun-ripened peach. It's sweet. It's smooth. It's got just enough kick to let you know it's there. No fuss. No compromises. Just damn good whiskey built on a legacy made for the great outdoors. Buckhorn Peach. Grab a bottle, call the crew, and bring the flavor.
Grizz is like dying over here.
I'm about to start crying.
That's some good shit right there, man. Thank you, Cowboy, for that.
Hopefully it tastes good.
Bring the cowboy in every now and then.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he tells us about these whiskeys he drinks. But couldn't find no movies that Buckhorn Peach was in, so there's that.
No. Ready?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I drunk all that.
Should have been a cowboy.
That's why I'm chugging it. This movie is Shoot 'em Up 2007, and as of 2026 in June, you can only buy it on digital or physical. God dang.
Digital.
Yeah, just get it somewhere. It's directed by Michael Davis, who also directed Beanstalk, 8 Days a Week, 100 Girls, and the sequel 100 Women, Monster Man, and Riding Shotgun.
Never seen any of those.
It's starring Clive Owen, Paul Giamatti, Monica Bellucci, and Stephen Macchetti.
Machete.
I don't know if I got the last one right. It came out September 7th, 2007. Other movies that came out of September 2007 were 3:10 to Yuma,
Hey.
The Brave One, Dragon Wars, Mr. Woodcock, Resident Evil Extinction,
Hey.
Good Luck Chuck, The Game Plan,
Hey.
and The Kingdom.
Think Beyond Game
Kingdom, was
Plan.
that the one with the...
The Rock.
Oh.
Oh no, it's The Game
No,
Plan.
the game plan is with The Rock.
The Kingdom was the other one with Jet Li and...
No, it's Lost Kingdom.
Jackie Chan. Oh,
I think
yeah,
that's Lost Kingdom. It made $26.8 million on a $39 million budget.
Okay, I was about to say, there is no way that's pushing it.
Let me tell you what it's about. Shoot 'em Up is a hyper-stylized, self-aware action satire that follows Mr. Smith, a cynical carrot-chomping drifter with a mysterious black ops past, After reluctantly rescuing a pregnant woman from a group of hitmen and delivering her baby mid-gunfight, the mother is killed, leaving Smith to protect the newborn. He teams up with Donna, a lactating prostitute, to keep the infant safe while being relentlessly hunted by Carl Hertz, a ruthless but strangely domestic mob boss. The film is famous for its deliberately absurd, over-the-top action sequences, including a shootout during a free-fall skydive and another where Smith kills bad guys while mid-coitus. Smith eventually uncovers a bizarre political conspiracy, the baby and the son of the pro-gun control U.S. senator who is dying of cancer and secretly breeding infants to harvest their bone marrow. To protect the profits, the corrupt gun manufacturer hired Hertz to assassinate the baby so that senator would die.
Yeah, we don't need to watch the movie. That just tells you everything right there.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Yeah, for real.
Let's find out what we're going to get into.
Oh, you have caused me no trouble. Tell me where the woman and child are, or I will be forced to cause you considerable agony.
Nothing could be more painful than listening to you jabbering on and on.
Hey, honey, listen, I'm afraid that this business trip's gonna take a little bit longer than I thought. Come on, boys! I need men, you understand? I need a lot more men.
These guys were stalking this lady. She had a kid. I couldn't just stand there.
Who are you, Mr. Hero? National sports pistol champion at age 10. Recruited by the Army. Sounds like Black Ops got him. Trained him.
I want full mags, a box of 9mm 147 hollow points, and give me 50 FMJs.
You want to buy bullets with food stamps?
It's as good as cash. Something funny. Why are you trying to kill this woman?
Do you really think the people that employ me were just gonna stand by?
There's no way you can cover up this whole thing.
Can't talk right now, honey. I'm right in the middle of something. My God, do we really suck? Or is this guy really that good?
Who are you?
I'm a British nanny, and I'm dangerous.
All right, we start off with a close-up on this guy who looks very intense, and he is just sitting at a bus stop eating a carrot.
Eating a large carrot. Raw, large carrot. Like, where the hell did the carrot come from?
We could have had it on him. All we see is his face.
It's just so random. A carrot. Because, I mean, like, okay, carrots aren't feeling like that just to be munching on it.
I mean, for him.
For you. But this lady just comes like she really has to shit real bad, just walking past us.
That's what I thought it was.
But she was holding her belly.
Yeah, and like this car comes racing by and crashes, and guys yelling, "I'm gonna get you, bitch!" And our dude's just sitting there watching both of them, like, what the hell?
Already, if I was the guy who was chasing the woman, like, I wouldn't come around the corner like that in the car. Like, this woman is waddling. She's in labor. Like, she can't run. So, like, you're going to catch up to her. Like, you just destroyed your car for what? And then he walks past this dude and is like, I'm gonna kill you, and pulls a gun out looking at the guy. Like, I wouldn't do any of that. I would be more, I don't know, conspicuous.
Well, he was not. Our guy at the bus stop, once the guy walks by, what are you looking at? They go off in this alley, and a guy in the bus stop's like, oh, fucking hell. And he gets up and follows him.
I don't get why the guy that's chasing the woman, like, I don't know what time frame, what city this is, or like if it's a bad part of the neighborhood or something, but like he just thinks that this guy is not going to do anything, call for help, intervene, like nothing. Like,
Well, he just flashed the gun and was like, okay, if I flash him the gun, he's not going to come after me, because who would do it? Who would be stupid enough to come after somebody with a gun?
Obviously, a guy with a carrot.
Hey.
Because before the gentleman he was going to carve her up, he whipped out a knife because the girl pulled out a gun, shot one time, and either the gun was empty or it jammed. And she couldn't shoot no more.
That was my question, was what happened, because she shot. Well, one, it missed. She missed, right? The first bullet, like it did. She did miss. And then the second time.
Yeah, nothing come out. And so that's when our guy at the bus stop guy, because they haven't sold us his name yet, bus stop guy shows up and Boom. He stabs a carrot to the guy's eye, right to the back of his head.
I can already tell this movie's gonna be on some bullshit.
No, he put it in his mouth and then he punched it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That's later.
But like either way, like that's not going through the back of his throat, his skull, like the back of his head, like that. No, carrot was fully intact, went through and killed this man.
I feel like this movie was made just to make fun of one person.
What one person?
Steven Seagal.
I'm not
He's an
picking up
action
with.
star.
Oh, okay.
You don't know anybody. Like,
No, I'm like, I don't know who that
nobody. Well, the craziest crap happens because a bunch of guys just show up looking for her, ready to kill her, and he grabs her gun. The bus stop guy, fuck it, we'll call him Smith. His name is Smith, okay? They don't tell us that until way later on, but Smith grabs the gun and he just starts blasting these dudes.
But how does these guys even know that they are in this warehouse? Because, like, it's been several minutes since he killed the first dude. And, like, obviously his car is broken down, like, around the corner. But how do all these people know that they are in the warehouse and they just come in, storming in, like,
Gunshots.
I know exactly where he's at?
Gunshots.
Well, we figured that out a little bit later because right now this crazy gun, like this is just how it starts. This shootout, he starts doing some crazy stuff. He shoots like the oil pan of an 18-wheeler and goes sliding up under it. With the momentum, he slides all the way through the floor, just shooting people as he goes. He even ran up and shot the legs off a table so he can use it as a ramp to jump through a window and shoot the guys on the other side.
No extra clip, nothing. Like, it's still with the same gun that he got from the original lady who was already, no clip, no bullets, or jammed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still actively one gun.
It holds 40 bullets. What are you talking about? Come on.
And also, no one is able to shoot the guy.
Oh,
There's
no.
so many people.
If you move fast enough,
Good
nothing
grief.
can hit you.
That's right. Well, she ends up going into labor and he ends up delivering the baby during a shootout, even while he's talking shit about this guy's ponytail.
Well-
and blasts it right off the back of his head.
Also, she's screaming, which, I mean, that's valid. She's in labor. But, like, he is actively paying attention to her. But there's other guys that, like, come through, like, the side or behind him. It's like this guy has, like, eyes in the back of his head. I'm like, she's screaming. There's no way that you can hear these people come in. They're not making a sound. But he just turns around, shoots him in the head, and goes right back. I'm like, how the hell do you even know that they're even there?
It's a sixth sense.
Well, the villain shows up. Looks like a little businessman with a Desert Eagle. And he ends up getting his gun taken by Smith. But Smith can't shoot him because the gun has a fingerprint sensor on there, which cuts down on the crime.
Yeah, here you go.
So is this technically like a futuristic type of movie? Because with a fingerprint on the gun, like, that's not a real thing
It
in
is.
this. Wait, what? For real? Mm-hmm. In this time period, like,
Yeah, they have guns with little fingerprint scanners so that, like, somebody breaks in and steals your shit.
Yeah.
They can't shoot you with it.
did not know that. Okay. I was thinking like that's not even like a legit thing. So I was like, okay, is this a futuristic movie? Because interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh, I bet it is.
I know they got safes with it. I didn't know they had guns with it.
I'll have to research that.
It's called a BioFire Smart Gun.
How much is that? I would be very iffy on getting that. One, because it's probably super expensive, but two, it's technology, and that technology is not 100% guaranteed. So what if it happens in an emergency situation and it's like, oh, because like my gun safe, sometimes if I don't put it on the fingerprint scanner correctly, it don't open. So it's just like,
So you dead.
exactly, like if you don't put your finger on the,
So if you're in a rush or something.
yeah. I wouldn't trust it.
Well, he ends up running away, taking the lady with him. They end up going up a flight of stairs, and he's trying to tell the lady, like, listen, we gotta... Oh, looks down at her. She's been shot in the head.
How did she get shot in the head, but he still hasn't gotten shot at all?
That's just what happens. Bullet be flying, bullet be flying.
There you go.
Well, he debates on leaving the baby there because, you know, it's really not his issue, but I guess he has a conscience. So he goes back and grabs the baby, runs up to the top floor, and there's this neon sign that says Falk Truck Tools. And he ends up shooting the letters out so that it says, fuck you.
Can we talk about how he's holding the baby? This baby's...
Oh, this baby got shaking babies.
Yes, that is literally what I wrote down. I was like, this baby would have been dead already because, one, he's holding the child upright and he's running up the stairs, jumping across the rooftops, going through a glass window. Like, this baby would have been dead immediately or severely, mentally fucked up by all this movement.
Well, after he gets up from jumping through that window, looks at the bad guy, and the bad guy shoots the L out of that little fuck you tool, and it just says fuck you too. So he gets away.
As if he can see it though. Like, he's in the next room, trying to recover, get up. How can he see that?
And also, this is just a waste of bullets. Again, he still has the same gun from the original lady. So,
no, he stole it from one of the guys he killed.
I was about to say, good Lord, he has no clip.
Well, we see Hertz down there talking to his men. One of the guys got shot in the ass, and he's trying to nurse it. And he's questioning him on, how did he get away, And he's like, well, the lady, man, she had a friend, and she had a gun. And he's like, nobody knew she had a gun. He's like, well, I'll double check next time. And then he said, well, this is a reminder to never fail me again, and shoots him in the ass again.
Not my ass.
Is there any vein or anything like that in your ass cheeks? Could he bleed out from 2 bullets in the butt?
I don't think it matters.
That's crazy.
Guy didn't even get a name. He's just a guy number 1. But we then see our heroes walking through the city. I guess the people are giving him some weird looks because he has a baby, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe it's just his paranoid thought that he's seeing all these people looking at him.
He is holding the baby very weird. And he's not dressed. There's no diaper bag. There's no, attachments. This baby's just, I don't know. He would be questionable on, did he just steal a baby? My question, though, is he's swiveling. He's looking around and all these things. And there's a man on the bridge, staring at him. How in the hell did he find him?
Yeah, this dude he's a creepy looking dude. He reminds me of that one guy from The Office. He dated the red hair for a little while. I forget his name, but that's who he reminds me of. Anyways, Smith ends up going to a restroom to hide out. And while he's waiting for the door to open, he takes a bite of his good old carrot, and his damn gun falls in the toilet.
Ooh, with poop. There's poop in the toilet and everything.
So he places the baby on this dirty ass bathroom floor, and then puts the little diaper change thing down so he can disassemble and clean his gun.
Okay, so I'm assuming that takes a while. That's not a very quick process.
Oh, no. That's what I'm about to say is that I think the gun that he has is a 1911. And Panda, don't you have a 1911?
I do.
Have you ever taken it apart?
I've never.
Oh.
I wouldn't know how to put it back.
1911s are very hard to take apart. It's not just as easy as regular. Mine, it's probably I got to pull it back, move a little thing, move it forward, boom, got it.
Yeah, that looked a lot more there was a spring that he was cleaning. But my thing is that the guy that was watching him, one, how in the hell did he know exactly where he went? Because again, has time to clean. So I'm saying it's 10, 15 minutes. Is there a tracker on this dude? Is there a tracker on the baby? How does this guy know exactly where they are at? Doesn't make sense.
He found him. And he goes into the restroom, and like you were said, it must have been pretty hard to put that gun back together because it doesn't work. He pulls the trigger, we just hear a click, and the fight ensues. Mr. Smith ends up getting the better half of this guy, but he doesn't kill him.
Well, my question is, when they were in mid-fight, and the hand dryer, he put the guy's hand underneath it, and it ended up being I guess so hot that he dropped the gun. I don't think hand dryers get that hot to be wearing they're gonna burn the skin to drop the gun.
They're hot as hell.
Back in 2007 it was.
Yeah, you ever leave your hand up under one of those, just leaving it still? That should have burned the hell out of you.
No, you because I'm actively moving my hand to dry.
Yeah, but this guy's not. He's holding his hand right up under it.
I'll have to test it to see. But this guy
intentionally burn yourself
because I want to see how. Well, I mean, it's different time frames, anyways. But if I was Smith, I would have just shot this dude because, obviously he's there to protect the baby. He's made the choice to protect. He killed a whole bunch of other dudes, so he has no problem killing people. Why not just go ahead and kill this dude that is actively trying to kill him and the baby?
That's what I was wondering too. Why didn't he kill this guy?
It didn't make sense.
Then we see our hero. He gets away again. He's walking through this city, and this with his baby, and he drops him off at this park on a merry-go-round.
This doesn't make sense.
We go back to bad guy Hertz, who's having this discussion with his driver about how a woman. What was his conversation?
It was
how a gun is better than a woman.
Yeah.
And he was like, why? Because you can put a silencer on a gun.
These weird ass dudes and they weird ass smiles. One of them had a crooked one, and the other one had like rotten teeth. I was like, who the fuck are these weird ass people, man?
But we see that the dead woman is in the back seat with Hertz. Well, that's kind of weird. And then he gets a video call on this old ass Nokia.
Bro.
And the video was so clear. And he's like, we found Smith. He's in the park. He's located in the park. Well, they didn't say you found Smith. They found the guy located in the park.
But again, how are they finding him?
Yeah, they're everywhere, I guess. So they're going after Smith and the baby. But when we see Smith, he's putting the baby down on a merry-go-round.
This doesn't make sense to me.
And-
Like, take the baby to a hospital or a police station, fire station, something along those lines. Not a creepy ass park.
Maybe take him to one of those. Baby will surely be dead.
Maybe, but I mean, like a police station or one of those would be potentially at least safer. Because, like, the merry-go-round, I'm sorry, there's pedophiles, there's sex offenders, and like creepy fucking people can be at a playground. And he's just like, oh, someone good will find you. You are making the assumption that there's fucking good people at this park.
Let's talk about this terrible acting. Because he leaves it and he walks
Yeah.
off. And this lady's like, hey, someone left a baby.
Immediately, did she not
Who is she
see
talking to?
him leave the baby?
It was terrible, dude. Oh, God. And then all of a sudden, she got what she deserved. She gets blasted.
Why she get what she deserved? Why she was just trying to help the baby?
Her terrible acting. That's why. She gets blasted, and we see Hertz is in a car shooting out with a hunting rifle, just like trying to snipe a baby.
Again, nobody's saying anything.
Well, Smith ends up running back, and he can't make it, so he uses a bullet to hit the merry-go-round and start it spinning, so Hertz doesn't have a good shot. So he grabs the baby and he's able to get away.
But that baby hit his head on that dang
This
bars
baby
of the
dead.
merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Well, we see Smith take the baby to a brothel where he forces his way in. First time we hear him, someone call him by a name. And he asked one of the ladies to take care of it there. He said he'd give her $5,000 just for like a couple days.
Hold on. Let's talk about the fact that she was servicing a man in her bed. It's a grown-ass man in a diaper drinking from her boob. My question is, does he get off on that act, or do they have sex after that?
Koala, I would say you're pregnant. Whenever Scarlet comes out, you can test this theory. See what the fetishes are in the world.
No.
Are you going to be breastfeeding people?
Well, I mean, I'll be breastfeeding my child, but no, I'm not going to be breastfeeding. And also, I'm not a prostitute, so like, I'm not going to be gay. But I'm like, my question is like, is he getting off on the act of breastfeeding?
I don't know.
Or do they actually have sex after?
I don't think you really want to know. You don't want to go down that hole. But
Let's research. Hold on.
she tells him no. And he's like, all right. And he leaves. But then we see Hertz and his boys digging holes like under a bridge somewhere.
Broad daylight.
Yeah, broad daylight. But it's under a bridge, so it's fine.
Well, he ends up looking over at this dead woman and says, hey, you know what the hell? And gets a little boob squeeze.
Ooh.
Creepy.
Yeah, he smells his hand and it's got breast milk on there. So he says, get in the car. I want to know any whore that's lactating within a so-and-so mile radius.
This is so stupid to me because, like, is this formula not exist in this world? Like, why does he just automatically think that a whore or a prostitute or a wet nurse is the only route that Smith is going to go to? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it does.
You did a Grayson thing.
Makes sense to me. So I suppose this is what leads him to the brothel where he meets the lady that Smith was talking to,
How the fuck he find this woman?
because she's lactating and she's the only one that does that.
It might not be. She's a prostitute. Like, they're not going to have a website and be like, oh, here's a list of all the prostitutes and what they do.
Well, he found her. And he's questioning her about if she knows anything, and Hertz starts interrogating her and torturing her. Every time he shoots the gun, it gets a little hot, and he presses it against her skin, and right before he gets to the sensitive bits, Smith shows up behind him
But she's being so forthcoming.
with a gun to his head.
Doesn't really make sense that Hertz doesn't believe what she is saying. Like, she's a prostitute. Why in the world would Smith ever give his full name, his actual name, and further information?
That makes sense.
Like,
Let's say the other thing that I don't get is they're having this whole conversation, and right when Smith is behind them, he takes them hostage and goes back outside, and everybody's dead.
yeah,
How did you not hear these gunshots?
that is true. I didn't.
Well, he was shooting too. So every time he shot, Smith shot somebody. But they were talking about how much ammo each other had in their guns. He was like, well, you only had so many shots because I see all my men are dead here. And also, you're not going to be able to shoot me without the fingerprint scanner that you took that gun off one of my guys. He said, well, I'm sure somebody will give me a hand or some lame pun like that. So he had cut off somebody's hand or finger and put it on the dang gun when it was able to shoot Hertz as he ran up on him right in the chest. And him and the lady get out with the baby and they go hotwire a car.
This is what I would have done differently. He shot Hertz in the chest. He's a really great shot. You've noticed it throughout already the first, 10 minutes of this movie. Yeah. He's done tons of headshot. Just shoot him in the head would have solved this whole entire movie.
What's that Zombieland movie? Is it Double Tap?
You get double tap.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Double tap. Well, we then see Hertz getting up because he had a bulletproof vest on.
Pretty smart.
Then we go back to Smith and the lady, and they're talking about what they're going to do with the baby and how he got the baby and how he can't go to the police because he's the Unabomber. And she's like, they caught him. Well, they think they did.
Why did she go with Smith? Because he believes all of the men are dead. He believes he shot and killed Hertz. So technically that would be everybody, right? So why would the woman go with him?
She's in danger.
How, if he thinks everyone's dead?
If she's still in there and he wakes up and sees her, she'll be dead.
But he believes he shot him in the chest and killed him. Hertz.
So there's going to be more people than you think. This is the boss. You think Hertz is the boss?
Hertz is the boss.
He's a hired hitman. He's been hired by somebody to come do this. The big people don't get their fingers dirty. They're going to keep coming after them until they get. Once they figure out Hertz is dead, they're going to send more people to empty out this brothel. She leaves or she dies. But then we see old Smith getting pissed off at this guy not using his blinker.
Doesn't make
and ends
sense.
up running him right off the road. Oh, I think it makes plenty of sense. I talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are.
not this angry.
This is fucking BMW drivers, bro. I think it's a thing for a reason, right? They don't use their blinkers and they cut everybody off. It's a thing for a reason. I've seen it firsthand.
Well, he ends up running that dude right off the road.
Deserved.
And then Hertz is out walking the streets talking to a wife or something, and he ends up seeing broken glass on the ground and ends up assuming that they hotwired a car.
Doesn't make sense because he happened to walk in the exact same direction that they walked, looked at the glass on the ground and just made the assumption that they're the ones that took it, and then they drove in the same direction that they drove in. Doesn't make sense.
Well, we go back to Smith and the lady, and they're at a pawn shop, and he's trying to buy ammo, but he doesn't have enough money to get it.
Yeah, she got mad because she's like, you said you had $5,000 and he only had what, like $5 or something like that. It was like fake. I don't know. I don't even know what's in the middle
or whatever.
Yeah.
He tried to pay with
Food stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else? Was it sperm donation or blood donation or something that he was trying to also?
Yep. She gets upset and leaves, and Smith loses sight of her. He gets worried and goes try to find her. She's in, well,
he notices that
down an
a
alley.
random dude, like, walking back and forth. Like, you've seen the same dude, like, a couple of times. And then I think that Smith was like, who is that dude? And then she wasn't there anymore.
and he sees the baby in a box or on the ground in the alley. And the dude was having a good time over there behind the dumpster. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to get some money to get the baby something. Well, I guess she ends up getting enough money to get the baby a bulletproof vest.
Hey.
How about that?
At this whole entire time, I'm like, this baby keeps crying on and off. I'm like, are they going to feed this baby? Have they fed this baby? Is the baby going to be breastfed from this woman? Are they going to get some formula? Like, they show that they're going to get a bulletproof vest for this baby, but it's just like, just show that you're feeding the baby. Like, come on.
Well, Smith ends up taking him to his warehouse, something, wherever he stays.
I don't freaking know.
He's got some rat mechanism how to unlock the door. And he puts the rat in his pocket. But He turns his warehouse on, and it's a pretty cool little place, man. A little man cave. He's got video games, neon lights, grows carrots. He grows his own carrots.
And he, again, pulled more carrots out and ate it. Isn't there a disease or something that happens when you eat too many carrots? Because carrots and like all vegetables and fruits and things like that, they have certain vitamins in them. And if you have an overdose of it, it can make you sick. This motherfucker's eating like 4 or 5 carrots already in 30 minutes. So it's like...
Seems like carrots are the only thing he can grow, so that's the only thing he can eat.
We see Hertz. He's driving to the pawn shop, and he tells the guy to stop the car. And he's had a gift for knowing what people think and what they'll do. And he's had it for a long time. And he says, you should have seen me on the playground playing paper, rock, scissors. And then we see Hertz and his team trying to break into...
Let's talk about that. Because, like...
Smith's place.
Is this a magical power? Like, this doesn't explain how he fucking knows, like, where... Like, yeah, you can have a sixth sense and, like, pick up on the clues. But, like, it's not hardcore facts that, like... It's not a good explanation. Like, I think it's just a bullshit explanation.
Good thing this movie is clearly over the top.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's like a, what do you say? He's like a
FBI profiler or
something like that. Like, and then with a professional person like Smith, I think it would be easier because they're predictable. You know, they have a set of rules, you know, stay off the grid, don't use cards, let's do this, do this. You know, they know what spots they would go to.
I think it's pushing it. Especially when they find Smith's house, warehouse, or whatever.
Well, he gets in there and he's waiting for more men to show up. And when they do, they start to head up.
Why are they all wearing the same thing? They're all wearing all black with like black leather jackets.
Yeah, before you say that, there's somebody in here. It's got to look exactly like Steven Seagal in there.
But they all start to head up. And Smith and the lady are having learning about the baby. He hates political news and loves rock music. But the men make it upstairs and they start another crazy shootout.
Hey.
And as they're shooting, we can hear Ace of Spades, the Ace of Spades in the background playing by Motorhead. But it is a very cool scene. Everything's going on. He's doing all kind of crazy bullet tricks, shooting cabinets.
While he's holding the baby.
Yep, shooting cabinets, making them pop out on the other side, punching people in the face with them. He's piling bodies up on top of each other, but they're able to get out. But they're being chased down by Hertz and his men with a German Shepherd.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about the fact that you said her name's Donna, the prostitute. I didn't even pick up on her. She goes in the, I don't know, little elevator, like mini elevator food shaft thing. So I don't understand why she didn't take the baby, because that would have been way safer. But Smith has the baby. Again, this baby's a few hours old, run around doing all this stuff. And then he goes and it's called grapple hook the rope or whatever. But he's holding the baby in his left hand and he's shooting with his right hand. But in the left hand, he's also has the rope. How is he not killing this baby? Like, I don't understand.
It's like the Jackie Chan trick when he holds the egg, but he does like push-ups or something, and he never cracks the egg. This guy's been trained. This is kind of concerning because the dog is sniffing them out, and they get cornered behind this dumpster. But it turns out that the dog was following an old dirty diaper, which was wrapped around a rat. So Hertz gets it. And
that's why he put it, motherfucker, in his pocket.
Yeah, Hertz gets it and pushes it in one of his goons' face.
Pink eye, right away.
But so
straight to jail.
When those types of dogs need a item to smell, I mean, they were in Smith's house, so there's plenty of things to smell for Smith, but not for the baby. So how is this dog picking up on?
I would assume that they have changed the baby's diaper at least once and left it at one of these scenes. But Smith tracks down where he thinks the mother was coming from when he first met her. It's like an apartment building or office building above this weird gothic Marilyn Manson fucking party thing going on. And they end up having to pull his dick piercing out to get information
what is
from
it
him.
called? He used to be a wrestler. Prince Albert.
And when they get the info, they go into the apartment where the mother was, and there's a bunch of dead agents in there. There's this photograph that has a couple of women on there. One of them was the mother.
Yeah, all of them pregnant.
and all of them are dead. Smith finds the hitman on the inside.
Isn't that the same hitman
That he
from
let
the
live?
bathroom? Yeah. Okay.
He let live, and he's telling his boss that about what he's found up there. And he says there's some kind of maternity factory on top of this rave club. So they sneak by him and they end up finding information that somebody was getting women pregnant to make babies so that they could do a bone marrow transplant.
Well, I'm a little bit confused because the agent ended up saying that they were fine babysitters, but it was dumb to have a baby factory above the club. So wouldn't that mean that they were supposed to be taking care of them? But the thing is that he's in there saying that he killed everybody. So is he supposed to be protecting them, or is he there to kill everybody? Because he's actively trying to kill Smith and the baby, but he said that they were babysitters. So I would think that they were supposed to be protecting these women and babies.
Yeah, the hitman was.
He was in the bathroom trying to kill Smith and the baby, and then
He was trying to get the baby. He wasn't shooting at the baby. He was trying to shoot Smith.
but in the club above the club, he was cleaning his gun, saying that he took care of everybody, like he killed them, the women and the baby.
No loose ends.
That doesn't make any sense. He's supposed
No
to be
loose ends.
protecting them.
And one of the men sneak in and almost get Smith, but he ends up sticking a carrot right through his eye and killing him.
Another one.
Yep. And then the dank ass hotel room where they're at, Smith realizes that he has made a mistake by not asking Donna what happened to her own child. They go to this, she's like really emotional about it, and she lets him know, and he apologizes, and they kind of move on. Well, it turns out that her pimp hit her in the stomach, and the baby was delivered stillborn.
That's terrible.
Or she ends up seeing him teaching the baby about a gun while
Baby's laughing too. I'm gonna do that to my son.
they're in the restroom. Like, he's telling them which parts of gun is what.
A day old.
Yeah, he'll remember. He'll remember.
If that.
I mean, the baby was smiling, so I guess he liked it.
That's not what newborn babies do.
It gets her hot and bothered.
Oy.
Well,
They start doing it.
Doing it,
She's-
doing it,
Doing it.
doing it,
did you
doing
see
it.
that she had a thing of baby food in her hand and was like all like grabbing it and licking on it, being all sexual and stuff? But it's baby food. A newborn baby cannot ingest baby food. So are they trying to feed this baby food?
Baby
That's for her.
Good grief.
Baby food.
My thing was like, did the writers just not do research, or am I just looking too much into it?
Yep, for sure that. But the men end up breaking in while they're doing it, and it seems to be the best orgasm of her life.
How did they
Because
find them?
While Smith is killing everyone that's coming in, he's also still getting it in.
He's still in there, rolling around, and ain't fall out.
That was so unrealistic.
No. Well, Smith plans to go to the gun manufacturer because everyone was all the hitmen were carrying a certain gun that doesn't come out until later on. You're not supposed to hit the streets. So he's like,
Oh, I didn't pick on that.
all right, sums up with this gun manufacturer. So they go there because there's got to be some kind of connection. So he wants to make sure that the girl and the baby are safe. So they go to some, museum.
I don't know. That was what I was trying to figure out, because again, it's broad daylight. It's a crowded place, and he's trying to put them in a tank that the lid, the opening or whatever, is closed. And I mean, of course, he's trying to make it a distraction, but how? That's so unrealistic. You got a woman and a baby climbing up on a tank, trying to open the door. Someone is going to see that.
Not if you see a grown man spanking a woman. And she over there, stop it, stop it. And the kid's laughing at her. That's not funny. Well, he calls that distraction. It works. They get in. And then we go back to Hertz at the manufacturing place. And he's talking to his boss. And he's telling him a theory on who Smith actually is. Ex-military, ex-army, ex-SEAL, ex-marine, ex-every damn thing. The gentleman of the place tells Hertz he's got to kill that child. And Hertz says, right away, sir. We also see Smith setting up traps, and when he goes to attack, it seems they were waiting for him all along.
Well, can we talk about the guy that was drinking his cup?
Oh yeah,
Slurps. He did that like 3 times. I'm like,
He really loves his coffee.
drinks like that.
Knocked him out, tied him up, and drank his own coffee. Show him how annoying it was. But they were waiting for Smith, and Hertz brings up that he knows about what happened to Smith's wife and child.
Do you think this is a valid, like, actual story of Smith?
I mean,
It seemed like it.
It seemed like he was really upset about it.
Yeah. Someone come into a Burger King and killed them. Shot up the whole place. Really pisses Smith off, and he starts another shootout. And he pretty much kills everyone with his little traps. He has like just guns on strings and just pulls them. And he does this one cool trick where he holds down an automatic weapon and like just he puts a carrot in there and tosses it. So it's like just a boomerang.
Yeah, well, it's not that it's a boomerang, but like it's spiraling. How did he not get shot? And then also when he was doing the ropes with like the multiple guns, you can like the view that they had, Smith was literally right in front of them. No, none of them could have just shot him and killed him. And then also, how did they know that he was even going to be at the factory?
They got a tracking device on him.
That would be the only, but I mean, like how? But that seems to be the only reasoning.
He ends up escaping. Turns out a gun manufacturer wants to kill the baby.
Yeah.
And if Senator Rutledge may be president, he'll put the gun manufacturer out of business. So he's the guy who needs that baby. So that means a lot of people are after this baby. Because if you have the baby, you control the president. So Smith wants them to get out of town. She says, if you don't make it back in time, where should we get off the bus at? And he says, it's better if I don't know. While they're leaving, another shootout includes, this time, a car. And they got some cool stuff going on here.
So unrealistic stuff, but
It's pretty
A lot of
cool.
stuff. Like, yeah. Pretty good. I ain't never seen
jumping
it.
off
I
a
ain't
bridge
never seen it.
into a sunroof with a baby.
I ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
In an action movie.
And he ends up accidentally, I don't know, he purposely put the baby on the ground so he can end up finishing this fight. And he goes through this van window and kills everyone inside.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he dove through that thing. They didn't hit like 30 miles an hour, like head-to-head collision. No, it seemed like he just ran and jumped through there because he fell so gracefully.
Well, the thing is
and
there
walked
was-
out the back.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 people out of the van, like, what's the word? Kind of like sitting out of the van through the window or leaning. That's the word. Leaning out of the van, shooting at him. But no one was able to shoot the windshield. But Mr. Smith was able to shoot the windshield himself to be able to fly through the windshield.
Of course.
Smith can hit anything.
Fucking crazy. Like, these are supposed to be professional, missionary people. Is that the right
They're
word?
not missionaries.
Missionaries.
No, they are not missionaries.
What's the
They are
word?
not spreading the gospel, I'll tell you that. They are mercenaries.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
mercenary.
Missionaries.
But none of them are able to shoot one person.
Guess not.
They don't have the training, the proper training.
Grief.
They should have been missionaries, but they're dead now. So he gets out of the back of the van, and before he can get to the baby, we see Hertz drive right over it.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the fact that the baby fell out of the car and is still crying, completely fine.
Well, this is why.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and Hertz is like laughing it up, like, you just killed a baby, dude. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, he's staring like he wants to see. But I mean, I guess if he's getting paid to kill this child, then I guess he gonna make sure that the child's dead.
Yeah, he didn't fall out either. Smith placed him out of the car. But
Oh, I thought, like, I don't know, during, like, one of the hitting moments, I thought the car rolled or something. I don't know. I felt like I kind of zoned out at some points.
we look back at the little destruction of the baby, and there's a tape recorder and like an animatronic baby crying, and Hertz looks so disturbed. He's like, what the fuck is that?
You sick son of a bitch.
That's twisted. Smith just smiles and walks off.
Walks off. Why not shoot him?
Yeah, again, he had the opportunity.
That's realistic, baby, though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It
so-
is disturbing, I ain't gonna lie.
So, where did he get the money? Where did he get the technology? Where did he even find this to be able to set this up? Like, he couldn't even afford friggin' bullets at the pawn shop. Where did he get this fake ass baby at?
Well, we end up seeing Smith giving a call to the hitman he fought earlier, and he said he wants to be taken to Rutledge. And then on the plane is where we discover that to save his own life, Rutledge had made a deal with Hammer and Hertz But Smith ends up taking the senator hostage and getting into the lower parts of the plane where he shoots the senator in the head.
Ties him up.
I'm a little confused because when Smith took the senator hostage, there was, yes, he had the gun pointed to the senator's head. So, of course, you don't want to, like, upset Smith and he kills him. But he was surrounded. I feel like, I don't know, somebody could have done something.
I forgot that weird scene where before they get on the plane, the hitman and Smith are in the restroom and we see the hitman come out of the stall and he's like,
wiping
what are you doing in there?
Tip of his gun or something.
And he's like, cleaning my gun. He's always cleaning that damn gun. And what was he really doing in there?
Yeah, it was weird.
Pooping. No, there was a part whenever he had the senator held hostage, and then he like pushed him out of the way to get this latch. They could have shot him then.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess this whole entire time, all of these people can't shoot one man. I mean, they probably could have easily shot the senator and killed him.
I mean, I was wondering if they're like, man, every time we shot at this motherfucker, ain't one person hit him. He gotta have some type of I Am Legend, not I Am Legend. What's that fucking movie?
Well, I'm a little confused at this point because, like, I get that the senator has a terminal disease and he did this baby making factory to be able to get the bone marrow, to be able to save them. And the Hammerson people are going after those babies because they want the senator to be unalived. But the question for me and the confusion is, why would the senator work with the Hammerson now? Because they're still actively trying to get the baby and to unalive the baby. So what logic, how does the senator win in all this? Like, if he's allies with the Hammerson,
his upside is they're not going to kill him.
But he's going to die, but the terminal disease.
Well, I thought that they were going to shoot the baby. They're going to kill the baby and then try to go after him. But at least this way, he'll be probably able to do another baby factory, then get healed.
Okay.
And he made a deal with Hammer and Hertz for his own life. So instead of them going after the baby and killing it, they would bring it to him to save his life. And then they would in turn get to go deer hunting with an Uzi.
So at this point in time, they're no longer trying to unalive the baby. They're just trying to get the baby and capture the baby
and get his bone marrow.
Okay, because I didn't notice when they stopped trying to unalive this because no. Hertz was not trying to get the baby because he ran over the baby in the scene before. So he was trying to unalive this child.
So that deal must have been made when Smith called and wanted to see the senator.
Or when that other dude, the Secret Service dude, was in the bathroom cleaning his gun.
Okay.
He ends up getting to a lower cargo area, taking the senator hostage, and he ends up tying the senator to that cargo door so that they can't lift it up. And he tells him he's an idiot, and he shoots him in the fucking head. And then he gets somehow gets a parachute, jumps out of the plane.
But that's the thing, though, is like he jumps out of the plane and immediately
there's a squadron.
Ain't nobody have masks or anything.
Ready, bro.
That was my question is, if you're that high up altitude wise, I thought you had to have like an oxygen mask because you would lose consciousness. None of them had masks like oxygen.
No,
These dudes are superhuman, man.
Yeah, I don't think they're that high, but they did jump out of the plane. And right after him, there's another crazy shootout. Like you talking about, you want a shootout theme movie.
This is it.
Yeah. There's shootouts everywhere. Shootouts on the ground. Shootouts. The only
There's that thing, man.
Only thing they missed was shootouts underwater, and then that's it.
But again, he's able to shoot everybody, and no one's able to shoot him.
Yeah, he doing flips and turns and everything.
He's a professional.
But it's never been stated. You got that theory from Hertz, but like it was never like officially confirmed.
Well, there's some truth to it because the Burger King story was real. Hertz ain't just talking out his ass. And he ends up getting a hold of the hitman that worked for the senator, shooting his ass into a random helicopter blade. Like a random helicopter just sitting there, and he was like, all right, fuck it. You're going straight into it.
So my thing is physics in here. They make it seem like if you're falling down and you get hit by a bullet, you're gonna fly up. Right?
Yeah, you stop being alive, so you stop falling. A dead body is lighter than a living one. Everybody know that.
Smith did get shoot in the arm. I thought
Did he get shot in the arm?
He did get shot in the arm.
He did get shot.
he
Yeah,
did get
shoot
shot
in
in
the
the arm.
arm.
But it wasn't the weird dude that was cleaning the gun coming out of the stall, whatever his name is. I don't think we ever got his name. Hitman. It wasn't him. It was one of the other dudes. Shot him in the arm. Smith dropped the gun, and that's when he was fighting the hitman and got him. So this man, this whole entire movie, getting shot at multiple times, finally has gotten shot. And he's gotten, like, to me, it looked like a...
Flesh wound.
Yeah, it didn't look like, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna bleed, but it's in the arm, and I just don't foresee him later on passing out from this wound.
So I know another thing that I had a problem with is that they're on the plane, right? And they're falling. And I feel like it had to be some like a long distance between them falling, right? And him killing one person and then flying somewhere and then killing another person. And so the next scene, everybody's in like this tight
same area.
Like, dude, they would be scattered across the whole city.
They just peppered the ground.
Yeah.
There's dead people everywhere on the ground. Well, Smith is able to limp his way into another abandoned factory. What, Detroit?
I don't know.
Another abandoned factory. He ends up passing out from blood loss.
Probably is.
How? Like, this did not seem like a passing out wound.
Well, he wakes up and looks like Hertz has captured him and starts to torture him about the whereabouts of the baby and the girl.
This is where I'm like, did they have a tracking device on Smith? Like, how were they easily able to find Smith throughout this whole entire movie? But one, they did not find the woman and the baby in the tank in broad daylight at this museum. And then they still can't find the woman and the child now. But this whole entire movie, easily able to find Smith. Like, do they have a tracker on Smith?
They got a tracker on him.
Like, doesn't make sense.
Well, Hertz ends up breaking Smith's fingers off during this interrogation.
No.
Well, not off, just breaking his fingers.
But he's trying to get the information on where the girl and the baby is, and this is where it came in handy that he didn't know, because he really didn't know.
How easy is it to break a finger like that?
I mean, for him, it's real easy.
Yeah, because it just seemed
I'd
like
get squeamish.
Well, I mean, you're not a hitman or a person for hire, but like, didn't think it was that easy.
I don't think it's super hard to.
Yeah, it's like I think they said the force you need to bite through a finger is the same you need to bite through a baby carrot.
Oh.
You don't need that much weight to bite through a finger.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
They end up breaking his fingers off, and he ends up trying to, get to his feelings or something, because he talks about how Smith sold the ammunition to the guy who shot up the Burger King that killed his wife and son. So he's blaming Smith for killing his own wife and son.
So if he knows Smith's background, why is he still calling him Smith? Smith is not his real name.
How you know?
Smith could be his real name.
Could be.
He's not about to give.
He doesn't say his real name in here. So
Yeah, he's only ever called Smith, Mr. Smith.
yeah, I think it is actually Smith, because if it wasn't, he would have said so.
That's why I was like, it didn't seem like his story was legit.
Yeah,
But Hertz is about to cut Smith's eye out with this little scalpel. But Smith has other plans. He ends up headbutting him, and with the scalpel in his forehead,
Yeah.
he's able to start fighting with it. He jams it through his hand, he starts using his blood to blind people and using the scalpel, backhanding people with a scalpel, and they're stabbing people. He's able to get upstairs, but Hertz is able to follow him.
Well, he did kill Hammerson. Because I think he was the one that he sprayed his blood all over.
Yep.
Ended up killing him, and then his dog started licking the blood off of him, and that's when he went upstairs.
And Hertz thinks that he can't kill him because he can't pull the trigger. All his fingers are broken.
Well, because was this the scene where they were in the hallway and Smith did try to shoot him?
Yeah.
Like a couple, and couldn't do it. Okay.
Yep. And so Smith ends up putting the gun in the fire.
It wasn't the gun. It was the bullet.
It was the bullets. Yeah, the bullets in the fire.
He had 4 or 5 bullets in between his fingers and thumb. 4.
it had to be 4. It's the only thing you can fit in there. I just counted.
Well, unless he did between his thumb, but I don't recall being in between his thumb.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so only. Okay, Nate.
How many fingers do people have?
Well, I'm like, you have 5 fingers. They should be able to hold 5. So there's 4 bullets that he put in the fire that was in between his hands or fingers.
Thank you for that, Grizz. Count that out.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Well, he's able to hit all 5 of those right into
4.
4 of those. Damn, you got me like that. All 4 of those right into the midsection of Hertz.
Well, it didn't look, since we confirm it's for sure 4, it didn't look, it looked like he got shot more than 4 times. Because in one of my facts, it says that he ended up getting shot 7 or 8 times or something like that. Which I didn't look that close to see if that was correct or not.
While he's on the ground bleeding out, his wife ends up calling. And Smith actually does a nice thing and kicks the phone over to him.
How is he still alive? He got shot in the chest.
Yeah, he got fucked up. So I think his wife ended up leaving him
Yes.
for
Yeah,
missing
because he's supposed to be.
missing Timmy's birthday.
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
dang, Timmy.
Dang it. Well, he ends up getting up and he's using the last bit of his life to lift up his gun and shoot Smith while Smith is trying to get together to pull his fingers together to pull the trigger, which he ends up doing it and blasting a hole right through Hertz.
With that small ass gun?
Well, that's a 45 ACP right there.
This is stupid to me because
I don't know what it was.
all Smith has to do, because the guy should be dying. He should already be dead, but since this is an overdramatic movie, he's still alive, standing up, able to try to shoot Smith. All Smith has to do is just walk behind, just walk. Even just go to the side or something. And the guy is going to eventually die.
Well, he did die because he has a huge hole in him. Smith ends up just walking out the building. Thought he had a new dog because the German Shepherd followed him and ends up with him in the next scene. I don't know, he's waiting on a Greyhound bus?
Yeah, because that was where Donna and the baby was waiting to get on the bus to be able to escape.
Yeah, well, I guess he got on a hippie bus because...
That is where the bus they did.
Oh, it was a tour or something, wasn't it?
It's not a tour bus. It's just a bus going to
Just a
cities.
hippie bus that just drops people off at cities.
Wherever.
Yeah, it's just
Is this
what it's
public
called.
transportation? Is this paid by the government?
no.
it's just-
no. This is something random.
Because it has a little sign that says wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he goes to the, I guess I'm going to say this is the first stop, and goes inside, and he just sits down at the table, and hears someone say, "Shh, don't worry, little boy."
You sound like a Miriam from fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog.
No one would hire somebody that has a baby that needs to be brought with them and just sitting on
No.
the
Do
booth.
you not think she is qualified for that job? You imagine some Dairy Queen manager is like, "I don't know why I should hire you. You got a baby." And she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa."
Oh, that is true.
And she
I didn't
gets
think
a
about
job.
that. I didn't think about that.
She's got to feed that baby. She do what she got to do.
Well, hold on. We missed the part
Where the dog didn't come in the Dairy Queen with him, didn't get off the van. He stayed on the bus.
if he even
The dog
got
is gone.
even if he came on the bus. No, because
He was on the bus.
Oh,
I
he
saw
did?
the dog
Okay,
on the
okay.
bus.
Yeah, the dog came off the bus too.
we missed the part where Smith took all this information about Senator Rutledge or whatever his name was to not the FBI, but a whole bunch of media type. And Hertz ended up saying that the plane went down and Senator Rutledge's body was missing. They couldn't find it. But later on, Smith ended up telling all the media where Senator Rutledge's body was at. How did he know where the body was at?
It was with the plane.
No, because Hertz specifically said that his body wasn't going to be found. Because
Oh, well, it might have been in that house then where they were chopping up and stuffing animals and bodies and shit. I don't know. It might have been in there.
it just
I
wasn't.
don't see how to be intact. But Smith ends up reuniting with the baby and Donna. They're at this
Yay.
little diner where she's working at with Dairy Queen. There's
Yeah.
another little fat guy drinking on something in there. And all of a
Shake.
sudden, these hillbillies come in, or dirty crackheads, one of the two, come in and try to rob the
Oh,
place.
man, nasty teeth up, man.
Meth heads, really.
Fucked up foot.
Something.
Yeah.
They were there was 3 of them?
And it's a last shootout. Smith ends up getting a gun and shooting one of them in the nasty ass toes. He ends up dropping and he shoots him in the arm, flicking his arm up, with the gun hand, shoots him again. He pulls the trigger and shoots his friend
in the foot.
This is amazing.
I don't get it because, like, I mean, he's skilled enough to just shoot and kill them. But I guess he doesn't want to kill these guys, even though they're pointing guns at everybody. And then also, can we talk about the fact that one of the people shot at the big guy and it shattered his milkshake that he was drinking on? But it just shattered the milkshake. It didn't go through.
It's sort of like this. I said, pew.
It didn't go through.
Yes, no, it's easy to explain this logic.
It seemed like it pointed at him.
But the words go up on shoot 'em up.
Hey.
How about that?
Boo.
Well, let's tell some people some facts they probably didn't know about shoot 'em up.
Extra, extra, hear all about it.
We got the facts.
The carrot obsession is a nod to Bugs Bunny. Director Michael Davis explicitly envisioned Clive Owen's character, Mr. Smith, as a gritty, live-action version of Bugs Bunny. To drive the homage home, Smith is constantly eating carrots and even utters a variation of the classic cartoon line saying, "What's up, Doc?" right before killing a guy with a vegetable. Grizz?
Monica
Lewinsky.
Bellucci, who is the protagonist, dubbed herself for the Italian and the French version of the film. I didn't know there was an Italian version of this. Yeah, Koala.
Baby Oliver was cast before he was even born. The producers chose a woman who was pregnant with twin boys who would deliver about the time filming began, so the baby would generally be a newborn baby, as his character was. Panda?
The director pitched the film with 17,000 animations. Securing funding for a script this absurd was incredibly difficult. To convince New Line Cinema executives that the over-the-top action sequences could actually work, Michael Davis spent several years creating a crude, 15-minute animated animatic. It consisted of 17,000 hand-drawn frames to storyboard the film's wild gunfights, which completely sold the studio on his vision. Grizz?
The 007 link. The first gun Smith uses is a Walter PPK, the usual gun that James Bond uses in 007. The gun jams on him and he calls it a piece of crap. This is an in joke and for the fact that he was in the last running for 007, but instead Daniel Craig got it. Yep, Koala.
The actress who gets spanked by Mr. Smith because he sees her spanking her child was very excited about the prospect of being spanked by Clive Owen. Anna?
Wow. Clive Owen did most of his own stunts. Despite the ridiculously complex choreography, Clive Owen committed heavily to the physicality of the role. He performed the vast majority of his own stunt work, including the heavily wire-dependent sequences where he shoots his way through a nursery while protecting the baby and the massive rotating warehouse shootout. Grizz?
For the skydiving scene, which I don't know if you guys know this, but it was shot on a green screen. Oh my God. Clive Owen, especially, he spent 9 hours strapped in the Cirque du Soleil harness up in the air. That was a lot of damn time. Koala.
Reportedly, 15 gallons of fake blood were used. Anna?
An absurd body count. True to its title, the film features an astronomical amount of gunfire. Over the course of its brief 86-minute runtime, Mr. Smith single-handedly dispatches 141 people.
Dang.
When you factor in the other characters, the total on-screen body count reaches roughly 151, averaging out to nearly 2 deaths per minute of the film. Grizz?
5 quote-unquote babies were used during the infants in this film. 3 of them were, quote, stunt babies. The other 2 were prosthetics. The latter sported God markings on their face, so CGI artists could map a real baby's face to an artificial one. Koala.
One of the rules that Michael Davis observed was that there would be no explosions. Every scene had to be gun-centric. Panda?
The skydiving shootout was shot in a wind tunnel. The famous sequence where Smith jumps out of an airplane and fights Hitman midair was actually a mix of practical effects and digital work. To capture the authentic look of free fall, wind ripping at the actors' faces and clothes, Clive Owen and the stuntman team spent days filming inside a vertical wind tunnel rather than relying purely on standard green screen fans. Chris?
This is the one I'm most excited about. Over 200 different guns were used in this film. And I'm about to go over all of them. Okay, the Walter Pippin. No, I'm done. That's my last one, Koala.
Paul Giamatti jokingly referred to the moment where he fondles a dead woman's breast as his best love scene. Panda?
Oh, God.
The nightmare of filming with the baby. Protecting a newborn is the core plot of the movie, which meant a baby had to be in the middle of intense, deafening gunfights because labor laws strictly limit how long an infant can be on set, often just 20 minutes at a time. The production had to use 3 different sets of twins, 6 babies total, to get through filming. To keep the babies safe from the extreme noise of blank gunfire, the crew used an array of animatronic mechanical puppet babies for any scene where guns were actually being fired near the child. Digital effects were used to blend the real babies' faces onto the puppets, like Grizz said. Even with puppets, the director noted that managing 6 different infants and coordinating their schedules with complex action choreography was easily the most agonizing, slow, and frustrating part of the shoot. Koala?
It was determined fairly early on that Clive Owen should play his role with his standard British accent, as it seemed to make the sarcastic character much cooler. Panda?
Paul Giamatti's near deafness. Paul Giamatti was incredibly excited to play a villain, but he wasn't quite prepared for the sheer volume of a Michael Davis set. During the massive warehouse shootout, Giamatti was firing a heavy-duty weapon with blanks. Despite wearing standard ear protection, the concussive sound inside the enclosed space was so deafening that Giamatti later admitted he suffered from temporary hearing loss and severe ringing in his ears for days after the scene had wrapped. Koala?
The scene where Clive Owen's character explains the working parts of a gun to the baby was written by Owen himself. Panda?
The strict no improv rule. For an action movie, you might think actors have room to play around, but Shoot 'em Up was bound by a rigid structural prison. Because Michael Davis had meticulously storyboarded all 17,000 frames of the action beforehand, the camera movements, practical blood squibs, and wire work were timed down to the millisecond. If Clive Owen or Paul Giamatti wanted to tweak a line or change how they moved across a room, it had to be shut down. The stunt coordinators and digital effects teams required the actors to hit their marks with mathematical precision, making the shoot feel less like a loose movie set and more like an incredibly dangerous, high-speed theatrical dance. Koala?
On the show Mythbusters, they tested whether shooting a merry-go-round would cause it to spin like in the film. It proved impossible to spin it with a handgun. Only a much more powerful rifle could cause it to spin, and then only very slowly and with repeated shots, rather than quickly with only 1 or 2 shots as in the film. Panda?
Yeah, I think that's true. Clive Owen's broken finger reality. In the climax of the film, Hertz brutally tortures Smith by breaking his fingers. While Clive Owen obviously didn't have his hands mangled in real life, the tight prosthetic molds used to simulate the broken, bent digits made it nearly impossible for him to actually hold or manipulate the heavy propped firearms. The crew had to repeatedly pause filming to alter the grips of the guns or modify how Owen held them so he could convincingly shoot back at the bad guys with hands that were supposed to be completely non-functional. And that's my last one. Koala?
In the start of the film, Smith is seen to use an oil slick to slide on his back across the floor. In all subsequent shots, the back of his coat is clean without any sign of having slid across the oil.
Wow. Appreciate it, guys. Let's move on to our final thoughts. I thought Shoot 'em Up was an okay one. And I say okay because the acting was there. Everybody played their roles. They played their parts. It was a good production, you know, it was good, well shot. It was very over the top, but I think that's exactly what it was looking for. It's just, I don't know. It just wasn't for me, I suppose, but it was an okay one. You know, it was a ride that they meant to make, and this is what they wanted, and this is what they made. You know, it wasn't like they shot for something bigger and ended up with shit acting and terrible writing. They wanted an over-the-top action movie with guns blazing, and that's what they did. And it just wasn't there for me. It just wasn't something I wanted to see, but it was an okay one. you know, I don't mind it. If it's on TV and I ain't doing nothing, I ain't got no games to play, I'll check it out. Koala, if you were in a shootout, would you reload? Or would you say that Shoot 'em Up was a good one?
Realistically, you have to reload. I do think Shoot 'em Up is a bad one. I guess the acting wasn't terrible. They did what they were supposed to do. The storyline is just bad. To me, there was just no explanation until the end with Smith gets on the plane with the senator. But even then, did it make sense that the senator is now with Hammerson? Like, I just didn't understand what he gets out of it, especially when they're trying to unalive the babies that are supposed to save him. And then, like, my thing was just like, how is he supposed to survive whatever disease he has? Like, it wasn't explained how long he had, what disease he had. There's just, like, no information given whatsoever. To me, there's just like way too much shootouts. It's just so unrealistic. So many people shooting at Smith and no one was even able to hit him until the end. And even then it was an arm shot. I took it like, I just thought the background that was given with Smith was bullshit, but I guess it was facts. But I don't know. It just didn't seem, I don't know. To me, it just didn't seem like it was truthful. So yeah, I've never seen this movie and probably will never rewatch it. So yeah.
How about that? We appreciate that, Koala. Grizz, would you suck a dick for some baby clothes?
Oh, god dang. Jesus.
Or would you say that Shoot 'em Up was a good one?
I'm just move past that question.
It's for baby clothes, man.
No.
It wasn't even baby clothes. It was a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, so you can use it later on.
Okay. So I'm going to say it's an okay one. Like you said, if I have nothing to do, maybe if I was drunk like I'm drinking now, but drunk and let's look at something stupid. Let's look at this damn movie and we're going to criticize and we're going to make, it's going to be a fun like little night that we do, you know, rather than, you know, normally we play Mario Party or Mario Kart or, you know, cards or whatever the hell we do on family night. This would be one that's like, let's put it on, laugh at it, and be cool. And if I have nothing else to do, I would watch it. But that's the extent of it. Everything else, I don't know. Maybe it's the villain. I don't like the villain.
You don't like Paul Giamatti?
Man.
He's a great villain, man. You ever seen Liar Liar?
I know. But
wait, was he in Liar Liar? No, it's not Liar. It's the big fat
liar.
Is that it? Big fat something. I remember that though. The big fat.
Yeah, with Malcolm.
Come on, guys, tell us what it is. Message in. It's a big fat Greek wedding, big fat liar, big fat something.
Big fat dick.
Oh,
sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, where he turned blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that dude's name, man? The racer. He's a racer now.
He's racist.
No, he's not racist. The dude in Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh yeah, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, it's a okay one. I wouldn't mind watching it again a couple years down the road while I'm drinking, shooting this shit with some friends, put it on in the background. There you go.
Well, you appreciate it. There's our review of Shoot 'em Up, and now we're gonna move on to Movie 20 Question, being hosted by Koala. Let the interrogation begin. I'm going to start off with a classic because we always just will knock out 3 decades. Does this movie come out in the 70s, 80s, or 90s?
No.
Did this movie come out in the 2000s?
No.
Oh, I think it's earlier. 2010s.
2000s?
Yeah.
How far does 2000s goes?
Well, 2000.
To 2009.
It goes to 2,999. That's how the 2000s go. That's how numbers work.
Okay, so.
Okay, redo the second one. Redo the second question.
Oh, you want to rephrase your question?
Yeah.
2000 to 2009.
Okay.
Okay.
That is what I was thinking. So no, that was the same. That's the same.
So 2010 to 2020.
Yes.
I think I'm going to start with the genre.
Okay.
Okay, is this a action, comedy, or horror? Let's go with the trifecta. Action or comedy or horror.
I'm not specific like Panda. Yes.
Did this movie come out between 2010 and 2015?
2010, 2015. No.
16 to 20. So comedy, horror, action, is that which one?
Action, comedy, horror.
Is this a comedy or Horror.
Yes.
Did this movie come out between 2016 and 2018?
Yes.
Is this the comedy?
No. And you're on question 8. Well, you just asked question 8.
This movie come out in 2017.
Yes. Going on your 10th question.
Okay. Is this an A24 movie? We said horror.
Yes. Yeah, it's on the horror. A21.
A24.
24.
That's the production company. Bunch of bullshit.
I'm going to say no.
2017 was a big year for remakes.
Yep. Oh yeah, is this movie a remake?
Yes.
Does this movie have Pennywise in it?
Yes.
Is this the remake of Stephen King's It?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to still stick with the whole movies into books. And I forgot that I was supposed to do this. So, so I was like, hold on. Let me do a quick mental inventory of the books that I've read.
Oh yeah, you said this is brutal. Because the stuff y'all was telling me during the first movie.
The book. Whew. Just that gangbang.
Well, one is like 1,000 pages long, so that's crazy.
I mean, he really paints a scene.
He really does. He really does. Sometimes a little bit too much, but I'm a very descriptive person, so I do enjoy that. But even 1,000 pages is a little too fucking long for me.
Yeah, the first 500 pages is about the boy's room. It's crazy. Every detail.
No. Ridiculous.
In the left corner,
Well, we appreciate you guys listening in. Please give us a comment, subscribe, a like if you've made it this far. If not, then you won't hear this. That's awesome. Anyways, be on the lookout for our next movie review of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Hey,
I think our first Quentin Tarantino movie.
First one.
He's a nasty foot like an ass.
Hey, this.
Never seen it.
Okay, wait.
Well, we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we're going to get into it. But it's the best part of the movie.
If you want to make a suggestion for a movie for 2120 questions or a movie for us to review, please send us an email at werealreels.com or messages on Instagram at werealreels and let us know how we did. Give us a like, rating, subscribe. That'll be it from us. We Were Reels. Grizz.
I love you.
Koala.
Bye.
Keep on reeling.